Yo, check it. Yo, what up, y'all? I have an update for you guys. Absolute banger. We're going to be hopping in the charts and facts and data, looking at AMC GME, the potential setup we have for the meme stocks, also the gamma ramp. We're going to be talking about that as well. Again, not a clear catalyst to see us what would pop to the upside, but we talk about that in this video. Also, I'm going to be looking at SPY and Bitcoin at the end of the video, so if you guys are interested in that, you guys can check that out. Leave a comment down below to help support the channel. Let's not waste any more of your precious time hopping in the charts, the facts, the data. Let's go. All right, guys, what is up? You are back for another video with Datazero. In this video, we're looking at AMC GME. We're also going to be looking at SPY and Bitcoin, the overall stock and cryptocurrency market. This video is not financial advice. It should not be taken as such. It's going to be short, sweet, and to the point. Wanted to hop on here and give you guys a little bit of update on what we could be seeing tomorrow. Obviously, market was closed today, so what we could be seeing tomorrow and then for the rest of the week. This video is not financial advice and should not be taken as such. So the first thing I want to show you guys here for AMC and GME, obviously we talked about this on the live stream. We do have a decent amount of calls. Now, again, it's not roaring kitty hype. It's not crazy, but we have a decent amount of calls at that $30 level, 170,000, and then at that $40 level. So GameStop and AMC both have a decent gamma ramp here on the call options if they can push to the upside. Now, again, obviously stocks are manipulated. They don't want to see them push to the upside, but if we can get that push to the upside, you would see a gamma ramp come into play, especially because it's so late in the week that if we did get a move to the upside, say AMC to $5, GME to $30, you would definitely start to see a pump because they would have to hedge for those calls. And that is a lot of shares that need to be bought. Each contract is worth 100 shares, so you guys can literally do the math going down the chain as we go up in price. If we hit that $5 level, 46,000 calls go in the money. You would times that by 100, and that's how many shares would theoretically need to be bought to hedge for those options. So again, that would cause bullish buying pressure, pushing us to the upside. So AMC and GME are in a decent setup as far as that concern. Also, we do have some technicals here that I'm going to be getting into for AMC and GME. I'm going to cover GME here first and just show you guys what's going on as far as the fractal is concerned. Now, the fractal says we're in this consolidation type phase here, basically where we'll be consolidating, right? We'll be consolidating before another potential move to the upside. Now, these fractals speed up and slow down, so the dates are not exactly specific, but it does look like we are in that consolidation phase for GME. Also, I noticed that there is some buy orders down here, so there's definitely bulls waiting to step in here on GameStop around that $24 to $23 level. So I think we could see a push to the upside on GameStop. If GameStop can manage to break to $30, you would see a big move to the upside. Fractal does say at least one more big move is coming, okay? So the Fractal does say at least one more big move is coming, relatively the same height as the last move, which would roughly put us around that $40 to $50 level here on GameStop. So I am expecting another push to the upside, in my personal opinion, okay? So I'm thinking GME will be making another move to the upside, in my personal opinion. And then as far as the macro is concerned, when in doubt, zoom out. GME looking really good, making higher lows. I think we're going to go into a bullish uptrend in a bullish, quote-unquote, bull market for the meme stocks, where you see the meme stocks start to trend up instead of trend down like they have been for the past about 3 to 4 years. So I am bullish on GME. Think GME is going to see a pop to the upside. What we want to see GME do is push above that $30 level. The major level under $30 is $25.93. GME is far away from that $30 level, and they definitely don't want to see GME get up there. As you guys can see, shares available to borrow, which could change as early as Monday, is 600,000, and cost to borrow being quite low on GameStop, sitting at only 1%. They're making it very, very easy to short these stocks. Unfortunately, very, very easy to short them, meaning we are seeing a ton of short pressure still on GME. Short interest is drying up, but I don't think the shorts are done shorting the stock, and I don't think this is over by any means. Now, as far as the float is concerned, there is a lot of new float for GME, so we do want to see people either buying and holding or DRSing them shares, starting to lock up some of this float in order to create that quote-unquote short squeeze that we're all looking for. Now, we could get a decent gamma ramp that could cause some action to the upside as well, so these are all things that we want to take note of, and again, we do have that gamma ramp for GME set up if we can get to that $30 level. Again, we're far away from that $30 level. As far as technicals are concerned, I don't think we'll be breaking underneath $22. I think here in the morning, what you'll see is GME find its bottom relatively early, coming back down to about the $24 range and then pushing back to the upside. Probably going for a green day tomorrow, in my personal opinion, and I think AMC will also be trying to go for a green day tomorrow. AMC, as far as I am concerned, it looks like AMC is breaking out of two falling wedges. As you guys can see here, there's a falling wedge here, and there is a falling wedge here. So this is bullish for AMC. We might even need to come back down and retest it, but we haven't even broke underneath $4.70. In fact, we have almost a double bottom type structure here. Bottom number one, bottom number two, off of $4.70. If AMC can get a push above $5, that's where that gamma could start to come into play, and then maybe help GME push up as well. And AMC is not far from the $5 level. So GameStop relatively far from $30. We know how fast GameStop can move. It could push up very, very easily, but AMC is not far from $5, and we could see AMC push up, especially if it can break above that $5 level and hold it. And since we are so close to Friday, they would potentially have to start hedging for these calls either on Thursday or Friday. So this is something we want to look at for AMC. It's breaking out of a falling wedge. As far as it is concerned on Moas roadmap and everything else, we are still in phase 6 consolidation. Again, you don't want to bet all of your eggs in one basket thinking this thing's going to absolutely rip, but that is what the Moas roadmap is saying. That's what the fractal is saying. A fractal basically from the 2021 run-up. If you don't know what's going on here, you can check some of my previous videos, but this is a fractal from the 2021 run-up saying that we're going to have another pop to the upside. We're in that phase 6 consolidation. Consolidating at these higher ranges, which is extremely bullish. If we were to see AMC break above that $6 level using it as support, you would see a blast off to the upside, similar to what 7 and 8, phase 7 and 8 is saying. So I think we could potentially see a move for AMC. Again, this is not financial advice, and it's saying that it could happen either this week or next week. Again, do not take this to the bank. Do not YOLO trade on this. This could literally fall to pieces. You have no idea. Adam Aaron could suddenly dilute. There's a ton of things that could happen. But right now, we are still tracking. We do have a gamma ramp. The only thing that I don't quite clearly see is a clear catalyst that would push us to the upside. But what catalyst was this? All the catalyst was is that we pushed above that $6 level and started getting a gamma ramp going crazy. Also, we do have that falling wedge right here, and we have a falling wedge right here. So again, last time we had a falling wedge and broke above that, we've seen a big pop to the upside. So if AMC can get above that $5 level, guys, you're going to see a big move to the upside, potentially giving us that setup that we need for phase 7 and 8. So I am actually very excited on what we could see for the meme stocks. And as far as the overall future for the meme stocks is concerned, I do think we are seeing fundamentals improve. GameStop with the shareholder meeting, not really giving us much as far as direction, which is I think what people wanted, but they did let us know that they have a substantial amount of cash on hand. We would like to really see what they would do with that cash. If they would tell us what they would do with that cash, I think that would give us a bullish catalyst. Now, again, actions speak louder than words, and right now, neither of the CEOs are really doing what they need to do, in my personal opinion, because Ryan Cohen, all he had to do was not dump those shorts and just say something bullish about that cash, and he done neither. So I need to see a little bit more action from him as well, and a little bit more guidance from the company. But I am bullish on the meme stocks long term as far as technicals and fundamentals are concerned. Again, when in doubt, zoom out. Just showing you guys real quick here, green monthly MACD on GameStop. Last time we had that, of course, we did have that massive run up. We're breaking out of a falling wedge. That's very, very bullish. Bollinger Bands are constricted very, very tight here, and this is all on the monthly time frame. This is all macro. So again, macro overrides the smaller moves, and it's what's the bigger trends are going to be. So that's the thing that you really should be paying attention to. Now you guys can see momentum coming down. You guys can see RSI kind of coming back down, which could be good for another pop to the upside, especially since we are consolidating at these higher levels. For GME, you guys can see green weekly MACD as well. And then if we go to AMC, green weekly MACD. And then if I also show you AMC on the monthly time frame, we also are starting to get green monthly MACD as well. So if there really is a time to be bullish for the meme stocks, it would be now. If you were bullish before, you should definitely be bullish now, as we are starting to trend up. We're starting to see positive sentiment, and we're starting to see the technicals turn around and show us that momentum is shifting on the bigger time frame. So if you were bullish then, you should definitely be bullish now. As far as levels as support for AMC, again, we have that 480 level. I think AMC is going to be coming down to about that 478, 475 level, finding a bottom relatively early in the morning. I don't think we're going to see a big drop to the downside, and I think we're going to try to make a push for that $5 level either here on Thursday or Friday, which could be devastating for the shorts, and we could get a gamma ramp giving us a pop to the upside. So this is what I'm looking at for AMC. This is what I'm looking at for GME. Levels of resistance for GME is, of course, that $25.93, and then we have resistance at $25 as well. We have support at $24.06 and $24.30. Now, as far as SPY is concerned, I just want to hop in here real quick and show you guys SPY. SPY did break above that major level of 548.36, so I'm expecting SPY to get another move to the upside. I think SPY is going to get another bullish push to the upside. It's getting really frothy here. RSI is getting crazy. I don't know how long this rally is going to be sustainable, but until the trend changes, you don't want to get caught shorting this thing, because the momentum is pushing this thing to the upside in a decent way. Anytime the market starts to pull back, they pump NVIDIA, they do what they need to do to push this thing higher. Now, we are getting outside the bands, and again, it is getting pretty crazy, but until you see SPY break below the level of 548.36, I would be expecting a move to the upside for SPY and another decent pop here. Again, getting really frothy here on the RSI, as you guys can see here on the hourly time frame sitting at 72, and then on the bigger time frames, you guys can see here on the weekly time frame, RSI now sitting at 76, and on the daily time frame, you guys can see RSI sitting as high as 80. So again, getting really frothy, really overvaluated in my personal opinion, but you don't want to get caught on the wrong side of this thing trying to short it. And again, I do think this rally is unsustainable, and I do still think this is a bubble in my personal opinion, and this is actually getting scary, seeing the market getting pumped to these valuations and seeing the way it's getting pumped. I don't know how much longer this could last. This trend is still up. You guys can see we have this yellow trend line, and until that's broken, I would be expecting more upside for SPY as well. So I do think SPY is going to continue to move to the upside until we start breaking down out of those lower levels. NVIDIA, stocks like NVIDIA, Apple continuing to push up. Again, those looking really frothy as well. You guys can see RSI sitting at 82 on the daily time frame. These are not companies that you want to be buying and holding for the long term. These are quick in and out movements. You can also see this divergence here on the RSI. RSI clearly starting to trend down, making lower highs, while price is trending up outside the Bollinger Bands. This thing is not sustainable, and when it does pull back, it's going to pull back in a big way, and people are not going to be expecting it. Multiple gap fills to the downside for NVIDIA. Apple also being a leader now as well, breaking above that $200 level. As long as Apple remains above that, I'd be expecting bullish sentiment for Apple as well, pushing higher as there is a ton of momentum. But again, you can see RSI getting crazy for Apple, and Apple or NVIDIA are the ones holding the stocks up. And this is on the weekly time frame, Apple sitting at 74. So again, just looking really overvaluated. If I was looking for value, I would be looking into something that was a little bit lower, like the meme stocks. Again, you can make money off tech stocks, but quick in and out, in my personal opinion, it's not something you want to be holding for the long term, as I do think the long-term trend will eventually be down once we do get a pullback out of this bubble. And again, this is very similar to what happened in the .com. Anything with the name .com absolutely exploded, and we're seeing that now with the AI. So that's what we're looking at for the overall stock market. Let's go ahead and hop into Bitcoin. Bitcoin, my only concern is a possible double top here, a macro double top. You guys can see RSI starting to trend down. That means the momentum's fading. Red weekly MACD, and then the Bollinger Bands are starting to constrict. I think Bitcoin's setting up for a big move, and it might be a pullback before a pop up. Now, again, people are going to freak out. If Bitcoin were to pull back down to these lower levels of like 50K, I would definitely be trying to accumulate more. I think we could see a pullback before a move to the upside, and I think that's what the market would least expect, a pullback down before another pop up. So I'm still bullish on the macro on Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is a great macro investment. I think it's going to do very, very well. I think it's going to continue to make higher highs. But from what I'm seeing on here, I just want everyone to be forewarned that the crypto market might be seeing a pullback before a rip to the upside, and that is something you want to be watching for, and that would cause also Ethereum and the other cryptos to pull back as well. Now, right now they are making bullish consolidations here on Ethereum. If Ethereum could break above 3.6K, you could see a decent pop to the upside, as you do have this double bottom type structure here forming, and then this bullish flag type structure as well starting to form. So Ethereum could be seeing a pop to the upside if it can manage to hold some of these higher levels. But again, I'd be watching for a potential pullback on the overall crypto market. So guys, this was the video. If you found the video informative, go ahead and drop a like, press subscribe for more content like this. Remember, you can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more DataZero updates, and I appreciate it if you made it this far into the video. If you want to support the channel for absolutely free, just drop a like and leave a comment. And as always, y'all, you can also check out the merch store if you haven't. Check out the merch store if you haven't. I'm going to be rocking these shirts a lot more on the streams and stuff like that, so watch out for that. But I appreciate everyone for the support. Support's been crazy. Thank you guys for everything. Leave a comment down below. And as always, y'all, have fun. Stay safe. Make money. Peace out. All right, y'all, that was the video. If you found it informative, go ahead and drop a like and press subscribe for more content like this. Remember, you can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more DataZero updates. And I appreciate it if you managed to watch to the end and get the video in its entire context. And as always, y'all, have fun. Stay safe. Make money. Peace out.